We've done 2 projects with the Aberking guys. They were, I have to remember their hull numbers, they were consecutive hull numbers of their 60-metre range, if I can call it that. We did Elandis was the first one and Kaiser was the second one. 2 very different boats, but Elandis was the one which we particularly enjoyed doing. For a combination of reasons, working with the team, working with the great owner and his wife, and it was a very unusual boat. Behind that rather conservative, elegant exterior was a very unexpected interior. The client was a very sort of conventional looking businessman, let's put it like that. Very correct, very proper, pinstripe suit, very well turned out. And he gave us a brief to do an interior which was slightly retro, in fact quite retro, slightly 60s inspired. He had a lot of interesting art of the period, which was a bit of a kind of design cue to hang things on. And it was quite funny because very early on in the project, Andre was the project manager and the liaison at Aberking, and I remember taking our initial set of concepts and visuals to him just for a sort of initial run through, and he looked at these and said, you've made some kind of mistake. And I said, well, Andre, what do you mean some kind of mistake? He said, what's this crazy 60s interior? This can't be what you're proposing. You've brought the wrong set. Andre, no, this is what the client wants, and we're going to build it together. And it was quite funny. It was just very unexpected for the Aberking team. I guess it was a bit unexpected for us, but we had an owner who encouraged us to push the envelope a little bit in terms of interior design, and that's where we started. And it went on from there as a very interesting project. There was an amazing, if I say so myself, central staircase running through the boat, which is something we like to do to make a rather sculptural, eye-catching feature like that. And the Aberking guys, I remember, again, it was one of those things, they looked at us first and said, come on you guys, how are we going to do this? But they went away, made a whole series of little scale models. I seem to remember they made about 3 or 4 different ones. Beautiful little scale models to show how they were going to do it. So that was a great feature in its own right. One other thing which was quite fun about that boat, there were lots of interesting design details, but a really unusual and rather complicated dining table Simon Rowell designed for the boat, which was a big slab of thick glass on a base which looked a bit like a kind of, well, it did look like an animal. It had 8 big chunky metal legs. It was an amazing thing. And the Aberking subcontractor, those clever guys from Rodiek who built it, the head guy from there, he proudly said when we saw a mock-up of it, and it really looked like a kind of marching beast, he said, oh yeah, and we feed it red meat every day. Because they were quite proud of it, and it was fun. It looked just like that. It looked like a rather menacing animal, although it's smart dining table in the end. But it was just nice, that kind of involvement that they had in it emotionally.